Hey there, YouTube. This is my first ever YouTube video. It's all about my journey in the bariatric surgery pursuit. I just wanted to take time during this video to explain a little bit about the process that led me to the decision to have bariatric surgery. So you have a better understanding of where I'm coming from, where I've been, and where I'm going. So, why did I choose weight loss surgery? It's a really long story, but I'll make the condensed version. I know deep down inside that the weight that I am is unhealthy and it is hindering me in a lot of different ways. So after about 12 months of research, I decided that weight loss surgery was for me. I looked up videos, I talked to doctors, I talked to friends and family. I interviewed people who had gone through the process, people who were a couple weeks out, a couple months out, years out. I really wanted to get an understanding of what my life will be like during the process of weight loss surgery and then my life afterwards. I don't take this decision lightly, and you shouldn't either. It's going to be a huge change for my life, but I'm really, really excited for it. I'm ready. I've done dozens of diets, dozens of them. I won't name them only because I don't think that they are bad. They didn't work for me. With the help of my tribe, with help of you guys, with the help of my doctors, my psychiatrist, my friends, my family, I will be successful. Bariatric surgery is a tool. It's not the end all be all. And I don't have any illusions that this is going to be easy. This is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And that's scary. But that's the reality of it. In order to be healthy, to get healthy, in order to be able to be active with my kids, to feel comfortable in a photo, to tie my shoes, to not have my stomach hit my lap while I'm sitting down, all of that, to get past that. My only thing that I think about when I go on vacation is, what can I wear so I'm comfortable? What is the weather going to be? Is it going to be too hot? Do I need to put something on my thighs so that they don't rub while we're walking? Can I participate in that hike? All of those things, it consumes me. Food also consumes me. Again, going with the vacation example, I'm constantly, when I'm planning and thinking about a vacation, I'm constantly thinking, where are we going to eat? Where's our next meal? So I need to get to a point where my activities aren't food centered. Now, every event that we do is so food focused. You go over to a friend's house and there's a potluck, or you plan a birthday party and it revolves around going out to dinner or lunch or breakfast, Mother's Day, same thing. Everything we do is so food focused. And part of my journey is going to be finding events that have nothing to do with food. Food doesn't have to be the center of my universe, and I need to get to the point where I can figure that out. With the help of my psych doctor and the people around me, I'll be able to figure that out. But those are the realities that I'm facing. I do think that bariatric surgery is the right decision for me, and I'm so glad I made this decision. Right now I'm in Oregon and we're still pretty locked down for COVID. And that has put my plans on hold for going through my surgery process. And I'll talk about that in my next video. However, it gave me the opportunity to really stop and think, is this the right decision for me? Everything was going really fast before COVID, and I was getting a little scared, a little bit nervous, but having to stop and think, do some more research, and talk to the people around me, my husband, my daughter, my son, my parents, my brother, his wife, just talking to everybody and just getting really reaffirmed that this is the right decision for me, because I've struggled for so long. So anyways, I'm really excited about my decision. So my first step was to tell my best friend. And at that time, I had an insurance plan that scared me. And when I say it scared me, there was a really long process that you had to go through in order for them to qualify you for bariatric surgery. I wasn't scared about the process. What I was scared about is going through the entire process, paying my doctor visit co-pays, and paying a whole bunch of money into my insurance for all these doctor's appointments, and then coming to a few days before surgery and having my insurance decline me. That's what happened to one of my friends, one of the ones that was successful in bariatric surgery. She ended up going to Mexico and doing medical tourism. And so that was one of the options that I was seeking out because I was scared of the insurance denying my claim. And so I looked really heavily into bariatric surgery in Mexico. Now, if this is a decision that you're making, I'm not saying one is better than the other, having it in Mexico or having it in the US. The decision is entirely up to you. This is your journey. It's not, your journey isn't my journey, but I want to tell you about my journey. So I was looking into going to Mexico really heavily. So I was researching, I joined some Facebook groups, asked a ton of questions. I took their questionnaire and of course I qualified right away, and it would have been about $6,500 out of my pocket, which I was okay with doing. I was okay with that. It wasn't the price that bothered me because I had already spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars doing other things. So I told my best friend because I needed some support, and she was scared. So her initial thought was, wow, you're thinking about going to Mexico for surgery. That really scares me. I'd really love it if you would seek some professional advice and some professional help first. And so I agreed because it did scare her. Not that she wasn't being supportive, but she wanted to make sure that I came out of this whole process alive. So my friend had never done any research into bariatric surgery in Mexico. It wasn't the path that she was on, so why would she do any research? So she was a little scared, doing anything medical wise in a country that isn't your own or a state that's not your own. Just not knowing the process can be scary. So she requested that I go to a friend of mine who is a hypnotist, among other things. I'm sure there are a lot of other technical terms to the things that we spoke about and the processes that we went through. But I can't remember the names of them. I'm really sorry, guys. But she was amazing. But it wasn't quite what I needed. I went through several sessions. She did hypnosis. She was able to get me through some hangups that I had that are related to why I overeat. Things like not leaving anything on my plate after I'm done eating, right? So I had a really big hang up with finishing things or having things come to an end, and it was deeper than I thought it was, and so she helped me get past that. So now I can actually leave things on my plate when I'm done. I try not to waste food, but I try to eat till I'm full. So she was able to help me get through some hang-ups. That was really amazing. She also helped me get to a place where I had a deeper understanding of myself. So none of the time I had with her was wasted. But I did at the end realize that bariatric surgery was really the path that I wanted to pursue. So shortly after I had gone through these sessions with my friend, we changed insurance plans through my husband's work. And so the new insurance plan, I started doing research to see how I qualified. And I was really excited and surprised to find out that the insurance company had a program specifically for the people who worked at my husband's company that was all about bariatric and weight loss. And I was super excited at that point. It was such a relief to see that they were welcoming and that they felt that if this is the journey that you need to be on, that we will support you so you can do it in as safe a manner as possible. So I spoke to the advice nurse, and she reassured me, and she made me feel very comfortable and very good about my decision. She explained to me that, there was a few steps that I needed to take in order to qualify. She directed me to the page for my insurance that showed me what I needed to do to qualify and how to get those steps in motion. And so I'm feeling really good about my decision. At this point in my process, I've selected a surgery center and I've submitted all the paperwork to my surgery center. So that'll be in my next video, the process that I've gone through so far. But what I really wanted to get through on this first video is just that I am hoping by creating these videos that there is somebody out there that I can help, encourage, or direct, or guide in this process as you're considering bariatric surgery, whether that's Roux-en-Y, which is gastric bypass, or the vertical sleeve, or what have you. I'm hoping that these videos will help. They'll help encourage you, they'll help be a support system. I know that there are a lot of people out there that don't necessarily have a great support system. And I'm sorry. And I'm hopeful that I can help you in this process. If there's one thing of advice that I can give you right now as you're getting started, is join a support group and get a therapist. So those two things are super important. You don't have to do an in-person support group. You can do one on Facebook. Join a bariatric support group on Facebook. You don't have to post, just read. Read what people post, read the comments. It's a very, very supportive group of people. I don't have a particular Facebook group that I think you should join, but I think you should join one just to get started, just to see what's out there. Along with joining a support group of some kind, I highly recommend that you find a therapist that you like. One of the requirements of having insurance pay for your surgery is having a psych evaluation. We'll talk about that later. Eating habits, they aren't going to go away. The surgery is a tool. It's not the end all be all. Once you have surgery, your mindset is still the same. So you have to fix your mind along with fixing whatever it is inside that you need fixed. Anyways, I hope my journey really helps you. It'll help me going on here and doing these videos. I hope you subscribe. I will go on and continuously make videos. And don't forget, my next video will be all about my process so far and the waiting game that I'm in right now, which is a struggle. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate you.